Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you again. Today, I want to look at a recent pair that I picked up. This is from the Ugly Duckling pack, and I want to take a look at the ceramic colorway, and we can also take a look at some other colors that I have from that pack as well. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these ceramic dunk lows. Alright, so I recently picked these up from the sneakers app. I was a little bit surprised that I was able to grab them. I don't know if the reported numbers are accurate or not, but I think I saw there was somewhere around like 10,000 pairs loaded on the back end of sneakers the day that these released. I wanted these for a couple of reasons. The first reason being, I think this colorway is perfect for this time of year. If you can see the trees in the background, they kind of have that golden orangish hue to them, and unfortunately we had a big drought this summer, so leaves are falling faster than what they normally do. But living in the mountains here where we get all four seasons in West Virginia, we really do get to appreciate the color change of the leaves, and I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. It really just always kind of puts me in a certain state of mind. It's kind of like a cozy feeling right before the harshness of winter hits. But I don't know, I know that's silly. Girls like pumpkin spice. I like looking at these leaves. But anyhow, this colorway I think goes perfect for this time of year. Another reason why I was so happy to get these was because in my mind I was thinking this would complete my collection of the entire pack. I already got the veneers on the sneakers app for retail, and I already got the plums on the sneakers app for retail. And I was thinking with the addition of the ceramics, that would complete my Ugly Duckling pack. However, I made a short saying that I was happy I completed the pack, and I completely forgot that I don't have the Dusty Olives. I knew that that colorway existed, but I was just thinking that it wasn't part of the Ugly Duckling pack. So anyhow, now I have 3 of the 4. The one that I'm missing is the Dusty Olives, and it's kind of frustrating. I don't know why. There's something in me that just wants to have the whole pack, but now I kind of feel like I need to pick up the Dusty Olives. The last time we saw colorways from the Ugly Duckling pack drop, I think was 2020, and I went for all of them, and I took L's on all of them. And at that time in the sneaker game, they were pretty much untouchable. Like, if you didn't get a lucky retail W back then, you were paying over 300 bucks on the resale market for these pairs. I didn't even look on GOAT. I wouldn't be surprised if now some of these are available for under retail, if not all of them. I just know that this year feels completely different because I got all 3 pairs of these that we'll see today on the sneakers app for retail, and it's not like I had to use multiple accounts or anything like that. They were just easy to pick up, and I'm not going to complain about that. I think that's a great thing. I think dope shoes should be available for everybody. I know that people might call these bricks because now they're easy to get, and that's fine. I bought them for my feet, not anybody else's. But anyhow, we have a standard Nike box, same that we always get, nothing really to look at there. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low SP, and the colors are black, nori, ceramic. I think that's what it says. Black, nori, ceramic. I got a size 10. I always go true to size on regular dunk lows. On SB dunk lows, I go either true to size or a half size up, because sometimes all that extra padding in the SBs makes them a little bit more snug on my fat feet. I forget what retail on these was. It was somewhere around 110 bucks. Regular dunk price, nothing crazy. And holy pumpkin spice latte, would you get a look at these. Like I said in the beginning, I really think that this colorway is perfect for this time of year. I do want to throw these on feet here very soon so that I can rock them with just some flannels, some jeans, some sweaters. I just think this looks like a cozy pair of kicks. That black on the base layer and then the overlays of orange and green, it really just has those pumpkin vibes. It has the fall foliage vibes. I mean, these things look like they match my yard perfect. and I'm just a big fan of how these look. Just like the other Ugly Duckling Dunk Lows, the materials on these things are really nice. That base suede actually reminds me of the one Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low. Which one was it? Not the medium olives that just dropped, but the first olives that was like in women's sizing. I have those inside, but this base layer of suede really reminds me of that material that we have on the base of those shoes. And the reason it reminds me of that is just because, for one, it feels like a very premium material, but for another thing, it's just very dark. Like sometimes whenever we get black on shoes, especially when it's black suede or black nubuck, a lot of times it can look ashy, but these things look so dark on that black suede, and I just think it really helps those other colors that are laid on top of it to pop even more. So this is the ceramic colorway, and I'm a big fan of how these came out. I do think whenever I look at these, it just looks like a fall shoe to me. I'm not saying you can't wear it all year round, but to me, this just speaks of the fall time. And in the short that I made, I also mentioned this one is not my favorite colorway that I have from the pack. My favorite colorway from the pack is the plum colorway. And you can see why they call it the plum colorway. But just like those ceramics that we were just looking at, the materials really seem premium. And again, I just love the way that these colors go together. They're not really loud or anything. It's just the perfect amount of color to me. And I know they do pop, they do get attention, but these are a little bit more muted than like the J-tip shoes that I just got, and I think these are really easy to rock. So this one is my favorite colorway that I have from the Ugly Duckling pack. I also have one more color. So this is the Veneer Dunk Low, another part of that Ugly Duckling pack. And like the other two, I really love the suede that we have on here. It's a very nice feeling material, and I just love the look of these. I mentioned on my short that these kind of remind me of the Joker. Maybe it's just because I just saw that second Joker movie. A lot of people are throwing hate on that, but I really love musicals, and I think that the second Joker movie really ties in the entire Batman series quite well. I think a lot of people might have been looking for like a warm, fuzzy feeling, and I just think that it was a pretty raw movie, and I also think it really helped to humanize the Joker. I mentioned that these reminded me of the Joker, and somebody in the comments said that they remind them of Donatello from the Ninja Turtles, and I can definitely see that as well. But I really like that brown color that we have for the base on here, and then again, just this green and purple. I'm just loving these. I like all the colorways from this pack, and like I said, now I do feel like I need to grab the Dusty Olives just so that I can, in fact, correctly say I have all the colors from the Ugly Duckling pack. But anyhow, let me know what your favorite colorway from the pack is. Let's get back to the pair that you're here to see. Starting at the outsole, we've got a nice bright orange color. We have the pivot point in the front, Nike branding at the midfoot, and of course this tread pattern really looks like a Jordan 1 outsole. The Dunk and the Jordan 1 were both basketball shoes that came out around the same time, so obviously they share a lot of similarities. They're not exact, but it's a very close traction pattern. Then as we come up from that bright orange outsole, we can see it meets a bright white midsole with bright white stitching, and it's all really neat looking. There's not a lot of glue just above that or anything, and that's one thing about the material on these. I feel like they would not be forgiving if there was glue on there, but these look just about perfect to me, and I'm really pleased with the QC on this pair. Then as we get to the upper, we can see here on the mudguard, we have some of that nice orange colored suede, and it really does just remind me of the color of a pumpkin, but I'm a big fan of this material. We have that orange color for the mudguard, going up the eye stays, and then also wrapping around the base of the heel. We have that nice, really dark black suede for the base of the shoe. And again, like I said, I love the feel and the quality of that material, but I also just love how dark it is. But we see that on the toe box where we have those perforations like we always get on Dunks. And then we see that black suede on the side panels. On top of that black suede, we also have this nice green suede, and I think that also helps to really remind me of pumpkins and just the fall foliage, but you can see that color for the swoosh. And then we also have it here for the heel tab, and we've got some black Nike branding embroidered on there. The tongue is a standard Dunk tongue. It just feels like nylon or almost like canvas, but it's just black and it has a black piping going along the edges. We have a black tag at the top of the tongue, and it's got some green Nike branding on there. It only came with one set of laces, and those are green to match that branding on the tongue, as well as the green on the swooshes. Our sock liner is more of that orange material, and it's almost got like a satin kind of feel. It feels just like the sock liner for the other colorways of the pack as well. And our insole is also orange, and it's got some Nike branding down on there. But that was a pretty quick look at this pair. Let me know what your favorite colorway from this pack is. I don't know if I'll pay resale for those Dusty Olives. I don't even know what they're going for, and I'm not sure if they've already dropped this year and I just missed them, or maybe Nike's going to drop them soon as well. Let me know if you have any information on that. I appreciate you all watching tremendously, and I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.